Hi everyone, welcome to this series on what we call as the OT series. What we try and do here is to take a topic and try and solicit your views and opinion on what the law ought to be. Today, I have chosen a topic of what we would all want to call as harassment at workplace. Um, So let us try and look at what is the challenges of various kinds of harassment at workplace. Unfortunately, workplace harassment has been in India legally limited only to sexual harassment. Is it time that we debate, discuss, deliberate, and form a legal regulation, especially in labor legislations, to deal with what we would want to call as workplace harassment? Friends, harassment has various forms, whether it is sexual or otherwise. And harassment could be in the form of, say, verbal harassment, it could be physical, it could be psychological. Sometimes this harassment definitely results in discrimination as well. And of course, we should not forget that trying to create a definition would always be challenging. However, I think workplace harassment could mean some kind of an irrational, repeated behavior from people in power and authority at workplace. Such kind of irrational behavior actually represents a health and a security risk to employees. Workplace harassment is a form of discrimination. It is a form of discrimination irrespective of gender, race, or religion. It actually leads into deterioration of the physical, emotional well-being of people at workplace, and it contributes to a very negative workplace scenario. What does workplace harassment do? Additionally, it causes a lot of discomfort. It is simply nothing but, I think, abuse of power. It contributes to causing hurdles and hindrances to career advancement, and it actually results in victimization to a larger extent. Very often than not, where do you find some kind of these kinds of other forms of harassment other than sexual harassment at workplace? I think you would have seen that in workplace, people usually will be teased, maybe they would be insulted. A lot of them would be discriminated and left out of social events, activities, or gatherings. Workplace harassment could also mean spreading false or malicious rumors about an employee and probably commenting on his personal life and making jokes or creating abusive, textual messages about someone's personal life. To be honest, friends, I think it is very important for all of us to understand that today bullying of any form, either physical or cyberbullying, is a reality. Bullying has to be tackled. And I think one of the most essential factors of workplace harassment is a form of bullying, which is nothing but a psychological harassment. It's a behavior which results in emotional abuse of a person. And bullying is usually nothing but abuse of power. It's abuse of authority, it's abuse of position. And to a larger extent, you find this in a lot of places where people give you very hostile glares. They falsely accuse you, identify mistakes and errors and magnify it just to, intimidate you. And these kinds of so-called what we call as verbal as well as non-verbal bullying could result in very silent mistreatment of employees. And to a larger extent, I think the silent mistreatment does impact the mental well-being of a lot of people. And I think workplace have seen excessively harsh criticism, very unreasonable work demands beyond office hours, ensuring that you fail by giving you tasks that you are not qualified or competent enough to do it. Insulting someone in a meeting again and again as a repeated behavior can also amount to bullying and workplace harassment. Finally, I believe that there is a very important issue in India that needs to also be included in workplace harassment, and that I call as ageism. So I think today I will just put these two contexts for us to debate whether bullying at workplace and ageism are two major issues that we must try and bring the legal regulations to protect employees and labor rights. Ageism is nothing but an age-related stereotype. It is what also is called as age-based harassment. As the society and the population ages in India, I think it is important that workplaces, kind of absorb the challenges faced with ageism and protect the interest of employees. As age goes by, people's ability to garner skills or update themselves in a very fast-paced technological world is not easy, and hence, such kind of discrimination based on age is now becoming a very common practice, as we have seen from various, grievances raised by employees. And hence, is it time in India that we deal and protect age in the workplace, and does not, or do we create a kind of a scenario where we protect, such kinds of harassments that has caused due to someone's age? So, friends, with this short, point on other forms of harassment at workplace beyond sexual harassment, we would invite suggestions on what should the law be. Where should this law be, anchored? Should it be a labor law? Should it be a separate statute? Third, what kinds of harassment, as I have said, we have included now bullying and ageism. What other kinds of harassments can be brought in is what we are looking forward to solicit from you in our third series on the odd proposition. I hope you will all participate in this and contribute to legal literacy and legal awareness, but most importantly, labor rights.